The royal world is reeling. What was once whispered in hushed tones behind gilded palace doors has now exploded into a full-blown scandal that threatens to tarnish the very heart of the British monarchy. King Charles, who only recently ascended to the throne after the passing of his beloved mother, Queen Elizabeth II, now faces a nightmare that no sovereign could have prepared for. His wife, Queen Camilla, has been dragged into a controversy so shocking, so unprecedented, that it is shaking the foundation of the monarchy itself. For years, Camilla Parker Bowles has been a figure who divided public opinion. To some, she represents resilience and true love, the woman Charles always adored but was forbidden to marry for decades. To others, she remains the shadow in Diana's story, the so-called other woman whose presence haunted the people's princess. And now, just as the nation was beginning to warm to her role as Queen Consort, disturbing revelations have surfaced, putting her back into the eye of the storm. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal will shock you. And don't forget to subscribe if you love royal family updates daily. According to sources inside the palace, a series of confidential documents and private testimonies have revealed troubling details about Camilla's past and present dealings. These alleged revelations point to connections and behaviors that the royal family had desperately tried to keep hidden from the public eye. What makes this even more shocking is that these details may have been known to Charles, at least in part, but were brushed aside in his unwavering devotion to the woman he has loved for most of his life. For Charles, a man who has waited over 70 years to finally sit on the throne, this could not have come at a worse time. Instead of focusing on uniting the country and solidifying his reign, he is now caught in a whirlwind of betrayal, doubt, and anger. Behind the palace walls, insiders describe him as tormented, unable to believe that the woman who has stood by him through so many trials could now be the very source of his greatest crisis. In typical royal fashion, Buckingham Palace has remained tight-lipped, releasing no official statement about the allegations. But make no mistake, the royal household is in chaos. Senior advisors are said to be working day and night to control the narrative, fearing that once the full details are exposed, the monarchy could suffer irreparable damage. Staff members close to the Queen Consort have reportedly been interrogated, with leaks suggesting that the palace has gone into lockdown mode. Security around Camilla has been increased, not because of physical threats, but because of the fear of further leaks. Every move she makes, every word she says, is being closely monitored. If Charles was hoping the public would remain sympathetic, he may be disappointed. Across Britain and beyond, the scandal has unleashed a tidal wave of outrage. Social media has exploded with hashtags demanding answers, with many questioning whether Camilla is worthy of the crown she now wears. Others argue that this scandal proves what they have believed all along, that Camilla should never have been elevated to the role of Queen Consort. For a monarchy that is supposed to symbolize tradition, stability, and honor, the timing could not be worse. The United Kingdom is facing economic uncertainty, political divisions, and lingering grief after Queen Elizabeth's death. Now, the very figure meant to represent continuity has become a lightning rod for scandal. But the fallout doesn't stop with Charles and Camilla. Prince William, the future king, has reportedly been left furious by the revelations. Known for his careful image and dedication to duty, William is said to be deeply concerned about how this scandal could stain the royal legacy he will one day inherit. Meanwhile, Prince Harry, already estranged from his family, is watching from across the Atlantic. Sources close to Harry and Meghan suggest that they see this as a moment of vindication, proof that the monarchy's carefully polished image hides dark and messy secrets. Yet, even from afar, the scandal threatens to reopen old wounds and deepen divisions within the family. At the heart of it all is King Charles himself. For decades, he fought for his love for Camilla, defying critics, risking his reputation, and enduring years of scrutiny to finally have her by his side as his queen. But now, that love is colliding with his duty to the crown. Does he protect his wife at all costs, standing by her as he always has, even if it means risking the monarchy's credibility? Or does he put the monarchy first, making a decision so painful that it could shatter him personally but restore faith in the institution he was born to lead? It is a dilemma unlike any other: love versus duty, loyalty versus legacy. As the palace remains silent, speculation only grows. Will Camilla step back from public duties to ease the pressure on her husband? Could Charles actually be forced to consider the unthinkable, asking his queen to abdicate her role? And what will this mean for the monarchy's already fragile public trust? One thing is clear, this scandal is not going away anytime soon. The British monarchy, already battered by years of controversies, is now facing one of the greatest tests of modern times. And the world is watching, waiting for the truth, waiting for answers, waiting to see whether King Charles and Queen Camilla can weather the storm, or whether this will mark the beginning of the end of their reign.